All right, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Artemise Maths Academy, where mathematics is being made simple. We are still on a series that says set. We are still on a series set. Now, on that set, we want to talk about the universal set. Universal set. What is a universal set? Now, for example, a universal set is a kind of a boundary or a platform where every other set can be found inside the set. For example, let's take a university. A university is a setting, it's an environment where you can find faculties, where you can find departments. You understand? So inside the university, there are sets. Okay? So the universal set is comprising every set inside the university. The boundary, for example, now let's use a classroom. Now you have the wall. From the beginning of the wall, like the whole of the wall, going outside the door, you have already gone outside the classroom. So everything you can find inside the classroom, they are called the sets and the elements. So that boundary inside the classroom, that boundary of the classroom is known as your what? Universal set, where every other set can be found. So anything outside the set is empty. Do you understand now? Now let me explain more from the board. We said the set which contain all the possible elements under consideration is called the universal set. The universal set is denoted U or the xi. This is a symbol. It's a Greek letter, the xi. You can use this one or you can use this one. Now let me use a Venn diagram to elaborate a little bit. For example, if I have a boundary, now you see these four corners, like this square I have, let me say this rectangle I have now. Everything you can find inside here is what we identify as a universal set. Anything outside is not part of this set. So I can put my universal set any part. From this place to this place to this place to this place, everything inside, the accumulation of everything inside is your universal set. So for example, if I have a set A and I have a set B, observe, every element here is inside the universal set. Every element in B is inside the universal set. And every element outside A and B is inside the universal set. But any element you find outside the universal set is an empty set. It's not part of them. Doesn't belong to the family. This is like a family. For example, anybody you find outside the family, they are called strangers. They are not part of the family. So the universal set is that general language called family. Inside family, you can have you can have the parent inside the family, the children inside the family, the niece, the grandfather, the grandmother. It can be extended or nuclear family. It doesn't matter. Okay, but what matters is that word family is a universal set. Universal set is talking about comprising everything, whether it's great grandfather, grandfather, I don't care. All I know is that the father, the mother, they are all inside what? The family. So the universal set is moreover talking about every set you can find inside the boundary. Inside the boundary. Anything outside the boundary is not part of the universal set. So this is how you identify the universal set. Every element you can find inside the universal set is part of the universal set. So universal set is all the possible elements you can find inside, considered, all the elements you can find inside this rectangle is called the universal set. By the time you accumulate and collect everything here, it will give you the total of the universal set. Okay? If you have 200 people here, the total number of people or the total universal set there will be what? That number you have collecting. So as we go further in our next example, or check my videos, we'll talk about Venn diagram using to describe all the possible types of sets. Okay, so this is one part of one part of the set that is very, very important. You cannot draw Venn diagram without talking about your universal set. Okay, so don't forget this symbol. Master this symbol. This symbol is used for, you can either use this one, xi, or this symbol as a Greek letter to represent your universal set. So thank you very much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop your comment below. Thank you.